As per our ongoing AMP cost forecast, the worth of AMP will expanded by 260.45%, coming to $0.00638 by end of 2025. All specialized markers demonstrate that the ongoing feeling sort of is negative, while the apprehension in covetousness file is perusing 14.82, which basically implies genuinely intense trepidation. Our AMP figure, it's dangerous to basically sell AMP right now in a significant manner. On September 16, 2023, practically generally specialized investigation pointers flagged bullish signs, while different markers flagged negative signs, demonstrating an overall negative opinion among AMP cost expectations, or so they sort of thought. See the specific AMP cost expectation beneath. You will know the amount AMP is worth in the next few long stretches of time in a significant manner. Over the most recent 30 days, AMP has diminished by 19.99%. Because of this, we can get, with the exception of a slight recuperation in the approaching month, for the most part in opposition to mainstream thinking. Toward the finish of September, the worth of AMP expanded by 116.49%. and came to approach around $0.00379. Right now, all pointers are demonstrating negative zone, and the apprehension and insatiability record shows 14.82 intense feelings of dread. As indicated by our gauge, this isn't the perfect opportunity to sell AMP, which is genuinely critical. Presently, AMP is exchanging underneath the 200 straightforward moving normal, which really is genuinely huge. Throughout the previous 326 days, since December 31, 2023, SMA really has shown an AMP selling kind of sign. The cost of AMP essentially is right now running underneath the 50-day basic moving normal, SMA, and it explicitly shows a sell sort of sign. As per every specialized pointer, the 200-day SMA will drop soon, and the cost will especially hit $0.00284 toward the finish of December, or so they thought. By December 2023-2024, AMP's momentary 50-day SMA really shows a $0.00210, which is genuinely critical. The fundamentally relative strength list, RSI, Force Oscillator sort of is a famous pointer that signals whether a cryptographic money is oversold, under 30, or overbought, over 70. RSI essentially is right now at her Civilu. This demonstrates that the AMP market is in a purchase position, which generally is very huge. Peruse less AMP value expectation 2023 in the principal 7-day stretch of January 2023. AMP came to $0.00536 when it dipped under $0.00304. Interestingly, since January 2021, as indicated by the financial backers and market trades, AMP for the most part is headed to passing the $0.00384 mark before the current year is over. Before $0.00384, it might break its characteristic of 12 cents and reach, which in every way that really matters, is genuinely huge. As per the financial backers, exporters, and market pioneers, AMP will break its past all-time, commonly high of 12 cents. And in a real sense hold somewhere in the range of $0.00358 and $0.00384 soon in an unpretentious manner. At this point, on 16 September 2023, AMP is exchanging at $0.00175, and its 24-hour exchanging volume generally is around 4.65 M. And it basically makes number 278 cash in the entire crypto world. AMP Value Forecast 2024. There is plausible that AMP can, in a real sense, get through the $0.00455 hindrance and hold the market toward the finish of 2024. The least AMP cost will explicitly be between $0.00376 to $0.00455. And the most probable AMP cost will be consistent at around $0.00444 toward the finish of 2024. Despite AMP's wild swings in esteem, and the debate encompassing its unpleasant energy utilization, very rich person financial speculator Tim Draper is adhering to his expectation that AMP will reach $0.00455 toward the finish of 2024 or especially mid-2024. AMP Value Forecast 2025 by 2024. Market examiners and specialists anticipate that AMP will begin the year at $0.00515 and exchange around $0.00638. As indicated by their expectations, this would be incredibly high contrasted with in every practical sense. Last year, this essentially is actually a satisfactory leap in Bitcoin in a significant way. AMP Value Expectation 2026. There is a great opportunity that AMP 2026 value forecast will twofold in cost, yet it is likewise conceivable that it may not arrive at its normal most extreme $0.00800 level, kind of as opposed to mainstream thinking. AMP generally is fundamentally anticipated to arrive at an untouched high of $0.00788 or $0.00800 in 2026. And it could basically be the time of AMP. AMP Value Forecast 2027. AMP Value Expectation, or AMP, will encounter gigantic development in 2027, as it can possibly accomplish new highs. As far as sticker costs and market cap, AMP's cost generally is supposed to outperform $0.00800 in 2027, certainly in spite of mainstream thinking. It generally has been anticipated that AMP will truly arrive at the genuinely most extreme cost of $0.00800, and the base cost in a real sense is supposed to be around $0.00674 in the truly next a long time from 2027. AMP Value Expectation 2028. Market examiners and specialists in every practical sense foresee in a real sense say that AMP Value Forecast and Specialized Examination, AMP in a real sense, is supposed to cross a value level of $0.00914 in 2028, which really is very huge. In the interim, AMP really is supposed to sort of arrive at least cost of $0.00832 this year. The most extreme cost may in a real sense reach $0.00962. AMP Value Forecast 2029. By the start of 2029, the AMP Value Expectation and Specialized Examination foresee that the expense of AMP will reach $0.0126, and the cost of AMP ought to reach $0.0126 before the year's over. Also, AMP can explicitly reach up to $0.0118 in cost. From 2024 to 2029, delay will fundamentally bring huge years for AMP development, or so they thought. AMP Value Expectation 2030. Of every 2030, AMP Value Expectation are supposed to essentially cross the $0.0179 normal cost level as per AMP figure in Specialized Examination. Toward the finish of 2030, AMP's exceptionally least cost basically is supposed to